Hello, my name is Adalin Powell, and I will be performing a DI called Guilt by Crystal Heininger. Trigger warning, this piece mentions suicide. What do you do when you see something you don't want to see? You look away, right? But what if it's something you can't forget? Well, you never forget? I watched my brother die. I watched him get murdered, actually, and the worst part is that I didn't do anything to help him. I couldn't, he wouldn't let me. He made me leave him there to die. He died in his room in our basement on a Tuesday morning. According to the International Library of Medicine, about 1/4 of adults with current guilt describe the intensity of their feelings as rather strong to very strong. In this DI, the protagonist feels a very strong sense of guilt over her brother's death, in which she couldn't control due to shock and his refusal. This overwhelming guilt gets so bad she then decides to talk to a support group. This is Guilt by Crystal Heininger. When we were little, me and my brother would go to the park and he'd push me on the swing. Sometimes the girl next door would tag along. She became my best friend. I told my brother he should play with us even though he was a year older. It took a while, but eventually they hit it off. They even dated for a while. But I'm getting ahead of myself. In the summers, when we were kids, we'd go to the lake. It was a small lake, more like a pond, but there were fish in it. We'd feed the fish and roll down the grassy hill. Sometimes we'd land in the pond. But my brother always looked after us, and I hate that I didn't look after him. I don't care what other people tell me. I will always feel guilty about it, about everything. Do you know what it's like to lose someone so close to you that when they're gone you want to kill yourself? But you can't because of all the pain it would cause everyone else. So you have to live with that feeling, that guilt, until it drives you crazy and you wonder if it's worth it. Is life worth living if all you knew was taken from you? That's not right. But what is right? What is wrong? What is this thing we call life? For the first few days after my brother's murder, it was all I could think about. I mean, I would wake up screaming in the middle of the night because I dreamt about it. I was watching TV in the living room when I heard the stairs to the basement, my brother's room, creak, so I ran down to see what was wrong. It was my best friend. He was holding a knife to his throat. She told him that if he took her back, she wouldn't kill him. And for the first time in forever, I saw my brother cry. She told me that if I went upstairs and left them to do what they needed to uninterrupted, she wouldn't kill me. I started to argue, but my brother made me. I didn't want to, but I did. I don't know why, but I did. I only got 3/4 of the way up when I dialed 911 and slid my phone across the floor into the kitchen. She stood there for 10 minutes before slitting his throat. After she did it, I cried out. She looked up at me and smiled. I heard police sirens, so I ran outside. They went in and arrested her, and I called my parents because they were away on a business trip. The police had to tell them what was going on. I was crying too hard. They dated for a while, and then she got really possessive over my brother, so he broke up with her, and I mean, she seemed fine with it. Maybe there was more to it than that, but who knows? She will never know how much she hurt my family, how she hurt me. Her parents moved away shortly after the trial, so maybe she feels some guilt for that. And my parents got divorced. She won't live with that pain much longer. She's been on death row for 12 years. Sometimes I wish she had killed me as well. But she didn't. She didn't. Thank you.